What's up, nerds? Welcome back to the Nerd Lounge 2.0. My name is Austin. This is my beautiful, amazing, awesome, perfect wife, Ray. We are your friendly neighborhood movie review watch couple, movies and shows. And this week we are nerding out on the movie Weapons, which is really cool and fun, and we watched that. So stay tuned for our review for that coming up in the video. And as always, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and also give us a follow on TikTok and Instagram to see all of our cool clips. Did we watch anything else interesting this week?
I did.
What'd you watch?
I watched V for Vendetta for the first time.
Oh, wow. Yes. For the first time.
I'm not going to talk about it, though, on here because I'm going to make a solo video. So, yeah, if you want to see that.
On the clips? Like on the...
Yeah, for TikTok.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's what I watched.
Okay. A couple movies I watched recently was Late Night with the Devil, which is like a late night talk show host. I think they said it's like based on true events or something, but I really don't believe when supernatural movies are based on true events. Because it's probably something that's like, oh, that was like a scare.
He's such a skeptic.
We had a scare, and then we were making this whole thing about it. I don't know. It was good. It was a slow burn, but David Mastalchian, whatever his name is, he is...
Dot Boy from the Suicide
Polka
Squad.
Dot Man.
Polka Dot Man?
Polka Dot Man, yeah. He was good in it. But yeah, it was like a late night show, and they have like a psychologist who's like got a girl with her that's possessed by something, and like the last like 15 minutes goes like crazy though. Yeah, it goes crazy. The Rotten Tomato scores for Late Night with the Devil are critics score 97% and audience score 82%.
What score would you give it?
I would probably give it like a B, like the 80.
Yeah.
Like the 8 out of 10. Yeah, I thought it was good. I didn't think it was like great. The end was crazy. The last like 10 minutes was pretty nuts. So for that, I'll give it the higher score. But it's short, it's quick. It pretty much the entire movie takes place in like the movie studio. Like it's just kind of one night. Okay. Which is a kind of a cool story, you know. So yeah, I would recommend it. I would definitely recommend it. Another one that I watched that was recommended by my sister was The Surfer, starring Nicolas Cage. And for a movie called The Surfer, not much surfing in this. Not much surfing in this movie. Not very much surfing. It's about a guy who apparently used to live in like Australia or New Zealand. I think it's New Zealand. He used to live there, and he wants to like buy this house. It's called like Luna Bay or something like that. He wants to like buy the old house that he lived in, and he's trying to buy it. And he's like sitting in his car, and he's trying to surf with his son, but they're like, locals only, man, you can't be here. And he's like, I used to live here, and there's this whole thing. But then it becomes like this like mental unraveling thing where I thought it was like a time loop movie, but it's not a time loop movie. And then he meets like this homeless guy that's living in his car, and then eventually like his car is like a Lexus, but then it becomes missing, and then he's like sitting in like the old guy's car, and then like you think that I thought he was gonna like become the old guy and like loop back and like see like the like the past and present and things like overlap, and the movie makes you think that like things aren't existing, but then in the end it shows you that like everything that happened was like real, and it was kind of confusing, but it's definitely like a Nick Cage doing a Nicolas Cage movie kind of a thing. He definitely has like the Nick Cage freakouts, which we love. Rotten Tomato scores for that one, critics score 84%, which is not surprising, and then audience score 46%, which is also low. Not surprising. It's low. I can see why critics are liked it, because it's kind of like a makes you think movie. It's like a film festival type of movie, you know. It's very contained. It's like probably takes place over the course of like a few days. There's like a few day and night cycles, but then it's also making you think like how many days and nights have actually gone past and things like that. But I can also see why the audience maybe didn't love it, probably just because they don't want to think too hard, you know. But
we also watched Conclave. Was that it?
Oh yes, I watched Conclave with Ray Fiennes, John Lithgow, Stanley Tucci. That movie was weird. It was like...
It was just a random movie I picked.
Yeah, I said, hey, pick a movie for me, and she picked Conclave. The Rotten Tomato scores for Conclave was critics score 93%, audience score 86%. I don't know how high I rate this movie. I mean, it was really good. It was about like the Pope died, and then like all of like the other like cardinals and like pope people come to like vote on the new pope, and it's like very deceitful, and it's like a drama about like all of like there's like this one pope who wants to like turn the world back in time and like bring back the separate like undo the separation of church and state and like things like that, and he wants to like bring back like low-key slavery or something. I don't know what it was. And there was like another guy that bribed like a woman to come because one of the other popes like went against his vows and like broke his abstinence. And then, you know, and then you find out that there's like a pope, without spoiling it, there's a pope that was like one gender, but then they're like another gender, and it was like this whole big thing.
We're gonna put a like counter for Austin through this whole entire conversation.
I know, I say like a lot.
Because he said like, I want to say about maybe 12 or 15 times.
When I'm gathering my thoughts, I say the word like a lot. Okay?
Like goes to the lake and then like jumps off and then like goes skiing, and then there was like this other guy that was doing like this other thing, and they like really couldn't talk to each other, and it was like really strange. That's how you like talk.
You know. But I mean, it was good. It was slow. It was long. It was like 2 hours. Mm-hmm. I would recommend it. The acting was really good, but I don't know. I guess the story didn't really intrigue me as much as other people. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm in the minority.
There's a random flick we threw on for him. I was going to bed. So, Well, wait. Did you give it a score?
I would probably give it like a 7 out of 10.
A 7?
I would give it like an average.
Okay.
It wasn't as gripping enough. You know, the acting was really good, but the acting did not save it enough, I think, with the story and things like that. Like, deceitful popes, I don't know if it's my thing, you know? I don't know. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, it became like... Ray Fiennes was doing, like, criminal... he was doing... He was doing like spy. There was like a guy that was doing spy stuff. He was like, "Oh, I found these articles. I found these like documents that say this."
I seen that part. Yeah. That was like behind the headboard or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that part when he was in the room crying.
And he was like in the room in like the old Pope's room, and he was like spying and looking for stuff, and he's like crying on the bed, looking at like the old pictures and stuff like that. Yeah. So I mean, you know, I don't know. A crime thriller, deceitful Pope movie. If that's your thing, Conclave is for you. So. For today's Nerd Breaker, I went on to ranker.com and I found an article, 21 nerdy unpopular opinions that really divided the internet. Ooh. So we're going to go through some of these and we're going to see which one sparks the biggest debate.
Okay.
All right. The first one, which I think applies very well to us here at the Nerd Lounge 2.0, you can be a fan without knowing every single detail about the person.
I agree with that.
Yeah, super.
I agree with that.
Or you could be a fan of comic book movies without having to know all of the comic books.
I 100% agree with that as well.
Because it should be up to the people making the comic book movies that are making it digestible without having to know all the information.
Yes.
You know, I think a good example is the Fantastic Four movie. Someone could go into that without seeing any MCU movies and know that and have an enjoyable time at a comic book movie.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
The Fast and the Furious franchise is complete trash and should have never gotten this far.
I also agree with that. I will say though, I have not seen every fantastic, oh my God, the Fast and the Furious movie, but I have seen like, I think 1, 2, and 3. And then I think after like, once they started going like 4 and then Fast 5, and then they started going like other routes, I lost interest because I'm like, what are we doing here? I'm like one of those people that truly believe that Paul Walker like carried those movies. And like once he passed, they kind of just...
Should have ended.
Tanked, yeah.
With him, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen... I've seen up to 8.
Okay.
I've seen up to 8. I haven't seen Fast 9 and F10 or whatever it is. FX. Fast X, or something. But my favorite is Fast 5. That's the best Fast and Furious movie of all time. So, WALL-E had a better love story than The Notebook.
Ooh, that's tough. Because I like The Notebook. I like the tension in The Notebook. You know, 2 guys, 1 girl. Like, what does she do? I like that whole dynamic.
Yeah, but everyone in that movie is a cheater.
I mean, yeah. But that's, like, super relatable.
I mean, it's also in, like, the 60s or
back
whatever.
In the days, yeah. I mean,
okay.
You know, it's kind of like The Notebook reminds me of that movie Sweet Home Alabama with Reese Witherspoon.
Oh, and
she like finds a guy, wants to marry him, and like falls in love with him, but she's still technically married. And then she goes back to Alabama to see her ex-husband to get divorced. But then like she's like slowly starting to fall back in love with like being home and like being with him. So like, yeah, you know that happens. You know, sometimes situations don't fully die. My situations are dead, but I'm just saying, like, you know, I do like The Notebook, but then also WALL-E is like really cute. And
it's so
like,
genuine.
Yeah, and it's like
the love story
robots.
is so genuine.
It's like robots.
Like WALL-E literally died for Eve.
Yeah, that's tough. I don't know. I'm torn. I think for this particular one, I'm gonna go WALL-E.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go WALL-E. Yes, I'm gonna say it is a better love story.
Definitely WALL-E.
But I do like The Notebook.
Yeah. Anime dubs don't suck because the voice actors are bad. They suck because the anime dialogue is incredibly cringy and most people can't stand to hear it in a language they understand.
No. I think it sucks because the voice actors are bad.
Some of them
are bad.
I'm currently watching Attack on Titan, and some of the English, the dubbed voice acting is really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, so one of my things about like Japanese voice acting and the American voice acting is like the screaming. Mm-hmm. It's the screaming, you know, like when, you know, with all due respect, you know, when you're like when you're watching the Japanese guys and they're going, you know, and then you're watching the American guy and they're saying like, for freedom, and it sounds all lame, you know, like
that's the one Japanese and Austin always tries to say. It's like the same thing.
That's probably a thing. It's probably a word.
It's not a word, but okay.
But yeah, I think for me it's the screaming. If they can do the good screaming or the good like yelling, the speeches and stuff like that.
Feel like someone's with the American voice actors, it's very flat. It's very like one note.
Yes.
It's like where there's enthusiasm in the Japanese, like where they're going on an adventure or something, the American version is definitely not portraying it in the same tone. They're like, yeah, so we're gonna go on this adventure. And it's like, okay, this seems exciting. Mm-hmm. As to where like, you know, I'm not gonna do the voice, but so that's my Mm-hmm.
Dave Bautista is a far better actor than The Rock.
Agree.
Yeah.
Agree.
Easy agree. Easiest agree ever.
Agree. 100%.
Yeah. Dave Bautista actually has range.
Yeah.
And Dwayne The Rock Johnson is just like a big buff guy. Don't get me wrong. I love Dwayne The Rock Johnson movies. There's a movie called Snitch starring John Bernthal where he's like a guy that owns like a trucking company and he is not like an ex-special forces and he's not like this guy who's got this extensive military training and stuff like that, and his son gets caught up. Another one of his like son's friends like frames him with like a bunch of drugs, and there's like a tracker in it, and then The Rock has to like get in and like start smuggling for like the cartels and stuff to like break him out of jail or to like. But
is that still Dwayne The Rock Johnson being just a big buff guy on screen? You know what I mean? Like I feel like in Jumanji he was really good. He had some really funny moments, but at the same time the whole like smoldering thing is like the same look as like, do you smell what The Rock is cooking type of look. It's like very, very him.
Yeah,
you know?
No, but that movie is a different side of that.
Okay.
It's older. It's from like 2013.
Okay.
So
or like I mean he's good when he you know is playing Maui. We still haven't watched Moana 2 sadly, but you know, I think he has like the two ranges, like either super serious or not super serious, but like heist movies, kind of like you know, that type of thing, or like kids movies.
Like,
and that's fine.
Series.
Yeah, like that's fine.
Yeah.
100% fine. But I do think Dave Bautista is a better actor.
No, Marvel fans. Marvel's cinematography isn't amazing. It's mediocre as pretty colors do not equal a good movie.
That's really rude to say because there are some pretty sick scenes in Marvel.
Yeah,
there's some pretty like that. We just started watching again Captain America: Winter Soldier yesterday, and I had the volume down. And Austin's like, turn the volume up, and I'm like, no, because sometimes when the volume is up, you get like sucked into like the noise of the things that's going on. You're not paying attention to what's happening on the screen. And there's this super sick scene that I've never seen before where Cap, when he hops on the boat and he just like straight up like kicks that fool like stiff
into like
kicks
that
fool.
tank.
Yeah.
Probably breaks his back.
Yeah, like so I was like watching the choreography of their fighting, and I was like, okay, like this seems actually pretty dope, you know. So
well, that movie is definitely an exception to this rule, I think, because there's two like really awesome tracking shots where at the very beginning where he's running on the side of the boat. And it's like tracking him aside the boat, and then when he's running through that corridor in that business building, and it's like tracking him through the windows. Like, all that stuff is really, really good. So this one I'm going to disagree with. There's definitely some movies that they overplay just the color scheme and.
Well, I think that's like also too now more in the newer Marvel movies that came like the Marvels, Thor: Love and Thunder. Those are a lot more colorful, more vibrant. Like the later ones are not. They're not as bright. Like they don't have like that. Vibrancy.
Yeah.
Ooh, I know words to them. So I disagree with that. Y'all are just haters.
The first 10 to 15 minutes of Pixar's Up is the only reason why that movie is so beloved. The rest of it wasn't a masterpiece.
Ooh. I kind of agree with that.
I mean, yeah.
I kind of agree with that.
It gets to the point where you almost like forget about the whole thing with them. With her in the beginning, anyway. With
Ellie
at the
and
end,
him, Ellie and Carl.
Carl Fredericks.
Yeah. So it's like, you kind of forget the point of why he's doing this because it turns into Russell's and Carl's story. But I mean, there's also thoughts about that whole movie that like technically like Russell is like a spirit guide for Carl and he's like leading him to like the other side.
And it's like his journey or whatever.
Yeah. So, but I agree with that.
The Emperor's New Groove is the best Disney movie.
I disagree.
False. Yeah, disagree.
I do love The Emperor's New Groove.
Disagree. Super disagree. The best Disney movie?
But
no.
it is not the best Disney movie.
No way.
No, it is not.
Not when movies like Pocahontas and Lion King exist.
Yeah. Good movie, though.
Yeah, it's actually a really good movie. I used to not love it. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I used to not love it, but more I watch it, more I'm like, it's actually really good. Tom Holland's version of Spider-Man completely misses the point of why the character is so great.
Disagree.
I super agree.
I disagree.
I super agree. Okay, of the three, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland is the bottom three. He's the worst one. God. Tobey Maguire, obviously number one. Andrew Garfield, number two.
Are we really going to go here right now again? I feel like we've had this debate so many times. So many times. People like what they like. No one is going to like the same thing for certain reasons, right? I am not a big Andrew Garfield Spider-Man fan. People love him as Spider-Man, and that's great. That's your personal perspective. That's your personal opinion. I like Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I really do. And I think in what is it? No Way Home? That's the last one, right? No.
The most recent one is No Way. Yeah, the last one is No Way Home.
No Way Home, it really like showed like when May died, I think we got a different version of Spider-Man from the ones that we've already got prior, to when Uncle Ben died and then when
Gwen Stacy.
When Gwen died. So now we're finally getting to that moment of like Tom Holland Spider-Man. Having his
grief.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give him a chance. And so, like, honestly, he was, like, I hate, Far From Home. That's one with Mysterio, right? That's not my favorite one. So if you think about it, for his Spider-Man movies, technically, like, he's only been in, like, 3? So we've seen kind of, like, I feel like more from the other Spider-Mans. Because also this Spider-Man, Tom Holland Spider-Man, is centered around the Avengers, as to where the other Spider-Mans are centered just around Spider-Man. Yeah. So give him a break. Jeez. I like him as Spider-Man.
Heath Ledger's Joker is not a good Joker.
You can off.
Yeah, ranker.
I'm sorry. Pardon my language. You can screw off because Heath Ledger played an amazing Joker. And it's been hard to top that since he passed.
It shouldn't also just be about topping. It should be about finding your own way, but
that's what I'm saying.
They just have had difficulty with that.
But I'm just saying, like, he did such a good job at portraying that character that I feel like he set the stone of what, like, the Joker is supposed to be, or, like, holds, like, anyone who's come up after that. Everyone has been like, oh, that's not a good Joker. Yeah. Like Jared Leto. Like, people hated him as Joker. I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
But
I've never a problem with that.
Yeah. Like, I feel like because he set that stone for that, it's hard to live up to that, pedestal of being him.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna say a thing, Ranker, in Dark Knight where he says, I am like a dog chasing cars. I wouldn't know what to do if I caught one. I just do things. That's like the most Joker thing on the planet. Yeah. So, all right. Whatever. That's Ranker for you. So make your opinions. Go check it out. This one is going to be a super quick thumbs up, thumbs down of a bunch of sequels that are coming out this year.
I'm excited.
Bunch of sequels coming out. So we're just going to go through this list real quick. There's about 11 of them, I think. 11 or 12 of these movies. We're going to give a quick thumbs up, thumbs down if we are excited for these sequels coming out. The first one coming out September 5th, The Conjuring Last Rites. Thumbs up.
Also for Conjuring Last Rites, we are going to be watching all of the movies, Annabelle, Conjuring, The Nun, etc. before this comes out. So we are going to start that effectively today, which is Sunday. What is today? August 17th. So
okay.
We have 2 weeks,
Yeah.
2-3 weeks.
All we gotta do is like watch one a night
to watch them all. We're gonna start that today.
Because there's like 3 Annabelles, 2 Nuns, and like 3 Conjurings.
Yeah, but we watched the Annabelles recently. I forget for what.
I think we were just watching them.
I think we were. I don't remember why, but we watched them all. But we're gonna watch them in chronological order, and we're gonna start that today. So that's exciting.
Yeah, I think we were watching them because of Halloween.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And he just found out about that plan right now.
Coming out September 26th, The Strangers Chapter 2. Thumbs down. The Strangers Chapter 1 was boring as hell, and if Chapter 2 is just going to be their next murder, then you know that people are going to just get murdered.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Coming out October 10th, Tron Ares.
I'm gonna say
Thumbs
middle,
up.
only because I've never watched Tron, but I will watch them obviously, and I will agree to go watch this if we can go see it in 4DX.
That would probably be exciting.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say middle ground for now.
Okay.
I watch other Trons.
Yeah,
so.
we'll do a video where my wife watches the first Tron,
Yeah.
and she might have an aneurysm. So, October 17th, Black Phone 2. Thumbs up. Excited for that one. October 24th, Mortal Kombat 2. Thumbs up. Absolutely. November 7th, Predator Badlands. I'm going to go middle on that one.
I'm going to go down.
You're going to go down?
I didn't even like the trailer.
No?
I didn't like the trailer. No.
I think it's cool that it's expanding on like predator, like species of predators.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's like the big burly ones, and this guy's like more of a slender one. There's like the hill tribe, the plains tribe, the mountain tribe. There's like all these tribes of predator now, which is cool.
When it came to like the whole like Alien vs Predator whole thing, I was never a Predator fan. I was always more Alien fan. So for me, I'm not too excited.
Okay. November 14th, Now You See Me, Now You Don't.
I'm gonna go middle.
Thumbs up.
I'm gonna go middle.
Yeah?
I'm gonna go middle. Yeah. I think it's gonna be good, but is it gonna be like every other Now You See Me, Now You Don't?
But I mean, they were expanding the team.
Yeah, they're expanding the team to go steal which every other one has done. Stealing shit. Doing card tricks to steal shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So middle ground, like the card tricks are super cool, but I'll say not super excited, but also not like disinterested, I guess.
But you also know that it's just going to go from magic to complete batshit insanity.
Yeah.
It's going to just break the boundaries of like what is actually real, which is going to be cool.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, okay. Coming out November 21st, Wicked for Good. Thumbs up. I was super double thumb.
I
I was definitely apprehensive about the first one, but it was actually super enjoyable. So,
yeah. And I got shoehorned into going. So.
Yeah.
And I liked it.
All right. And November 26th, Zootopia 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna go thumbs up.
I'm gonna go middle.
I'm gonna go thumbs up. I am really excited. I would love to like hope that Disney has the guts to like take all of the things that they did from the first one, where it was kind of like very societal and like kind of like an allegory for like our society and stuff like that, and continuing that.
Well, have you seen the trailer for it?
No.
It's a snake.
Is it a heist movie?
It's a snake, and they're like, "There's a snake in the city. There's a snake in the city." Like type of thing. Oh,
is it gonna be too on the nose or something?
A snake is not supposed to be in the city or something like that. And so like, they are trying to figure out like basically why the snake is in the city.
What's his purpose?
Basically.
Oh.
So I don't know.
But that could be like that metaphor thing, like, you know.
We'll see.
If it's smart, it's cool, but if it's dumb, it's not gonna work out. Yeah. December 5th, Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I'm actually excited for that one.
Yeah.
I'm actually excited for Five
We're
Nights.
gonna take the kids to go see it.
Yeah.
They liked the first one. They liked the game.
It would be really cool if like they keep making more of these and they kind of keep expanding like how the games did.
Yeah.
December 19th, Avatar, Fire and Ash. Absolutely, thumbs up. Super excited for that.
We've seen the trailer of that in 4DX, and it was pretty awesome. Yeah. So
it was crazy. Yeah,
it was cool.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be an experience. And the last one, I just found out about this today, was apparently Jack Black and Paul Rudd are making an Anaconda movie coming out in December. So I'm going to go thumbs down on that one. Anaconda.
Yeah, because it's going to be Paul Rudd and Jack Black being Paul Rudd
doing
and Jack
Paul
Black.
Rudd and Jack Black things.
Yeah. So I'm going to pass on that.
Yeah, I'm going to pass. And it's coming out on Christmas, so I don't even think I have to worry about that.
Is it a Christmas movie?
Is it a Christmas movie? Moving on to the meat and potatoes of the episode, we watched the movie Weapons, which was directed, I don't know if it was written, but it was directed by a guy named Zach Krieger, who did Barbarian, and he was also one of the main guys in that old show, The Whitest Kids You Know.
I never seen that.
No? It's like a super old sketch comedy show, and it's just super funny. It's like these kids that they made like just a funny random sketch comedy show, and it was actually really popular. Like, it has a very strong like cult following audience. We're gonna start with our ranking out of 10 for Weapons. Same time. 3, 2, 1. 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10, man. See? Telling you. Everyone's like, this movie, oh my god. It's like I don't even know, dude. I give
it like a 7.5, borderline 8.
Yeah. I'll give several thoughts on this going forward, but we'll start with like just characters, the acting, the writing.
You know what? At first, it seems like there's a lot of characters in this movie, but then like there's actually like really not. I think it's just because it's broken down by people, which was like reminded me of like Kill Bill, how like it's broken down in like chapters and stuff.
I actually did like that. I think it made it easier to follow.
Yeah. Characters. I thought the characters were all right. I don't think they were nothing special, I guess. The acting was okay. It seemed very natural to me. So I will say that's good. I'll say the acting was good because it seemed like it was like a real life scenario that was happening. Yeah.
Josh Brolin and Julia Garner did really, really great. Yeah. Obviously, they're always going to be great. Josh Brolin's one of the greatest actors. Benedict Wong is in this movie. I don't know any of like the other actors' names, but there was a lot of good acting in this movie. There was a lot of good performances. The writing is okay. The writing is good. The story is good. I don't want to, go into like all of my rants just yet, but yeah, it's my response is 7 out of 10, middle road.
Okay.
Like the plot, the story. It was like a mystery at the beginning.
It was. This movie is definitely a slow burn. If you're into slow burn movies, then I would say you'll like it. Yeah, like the first. If you're like into like horror and stuff too, or thrillers, you would like this movie. Now, this movie definitely makes you think a little bit as to like what it makes you think about. What do you think about it? Which is good. Yeah, that's good if a movie makes you do that. Go.
Okay. Is it scary?
Is it scary? I feel like for me it was scary towards the end. It was scary towards the end. I feel like for the first hour, which is crazy because this movie is 2 hours long. Yeah. For the first hour, wasn't much going on. There weren't too many things explained. So everything amps up in the second hour of this movie. So it does require some patience. Yeah.
The first hour is definitely like set up, and then the second hour is a payoff. Yeah. I don't know. Does it pay off?
Yeah. I told him, I was like, I should have worn my watch to check my heart rate because towards the end, when things like kind of start revealing themselves, you get kind of like, okay, what the hell is going on?
Yeah. There's definitely like some moments that are like decently unsettling. Yeah. Near the end where you meet two characters named Paul and James. And yeah, there's definitely some moments that are, creepy. There's definitely like some creepy moments, some tension. The first hour is just tension building. And you think, what's really happening? Is this they're solving this mystery? All these kids are missing from school one day, except for one child. What's going on? Who's behind it? What's happening? What's causing this?
Yeah, I will say I did crack the code about within I think after that first hour. I told Austin, I was like, this is exactly what's gonna happen. This is what's going on, and then that is exactly pretty much what happened.
Yeah, I think some of the scares and the jump scares and stuff was slightly predictable. I think that you know, you can definitely kind of tell, I think, what's going to happen. I think it does well to try to bait and switch you sometimes, or to make it not as obvious, to make it like just more of like that creepy build up, which is good, which I like, which is kind of what he did with Barbarian, because Barbarian, you had no idea what was going on until the last 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It almost became a different movie,
Yeah.
you know? So, like, what do we think about the kind of, the build up, the beginning, the middle, and the ending? I thought the beginning and the middle were great.
You thought the beginning and the middle were great?
I thought the beginning and the middle was fine. So my whole... Well, go ahead. I'll go into my rant in just a minute. I have a rant.
So, like I said, the beginning of the movie, super slow. If you have time to waste time for an hour. It explains absolutely nothing. And sadly, this movie, towards the end, still explains nothing.
I thought it was just me, but yeah.
Yeah, it explains nothing.
Yeah.
You don't know why Aunt Gladys is there. You don't know where she came from or what she did prior to this. Like, she's obviously like some voodoo, you know, ritual type of lady, which is cool. I mean, you know, I always gotta have one of those in, you know, some of these movies. But yeah, it just doesn't do a very good job of explaining, like, why is this happening? Why is Aunt Gladys doing this? Why does she want the children? Like, what is she going to use the children for? Because they're just, like, in the basement.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is really weird, because, I mean, like, is that her thing, like, to use them as, is that why it's called weapons? Because she wants to use these kids and stuff eventually as weapons?
Yeah, but to what end, though? That was my entire thing with this movie, you know? So... Austin's questions. What is Gladys's motivation? Why does she want to kill Justine? How does she put the parents in like this trance state and then she can like manipulate them however she wants? Why were the kids involved? What was the whole point with like the blood killing curse on the stick? What is she doing this for?
Okay, Gladys's motivation. Okay, Gladys's motivation is that she has no motivation. She's just...
I guess that's
not?
like scary. Yeah.
It's like, if I can make people do what I want them to do,
I'm just gonna do that.
Why not do it? You know, but
like, what brought her to the house anyway? What was like, you know, is she like, I'm just gonna go to my...
Because she said, I mean, we don't know. We also don't know what part is true, because she said to, what was the little boy's name, Alex, that I came here so I thought your parents were gonna make me better. But she was like, it's not working. So maybe she is sick, and maybe she thought that, I don't know, she gets like some kind of, I don't want to say part of their soul or something like that to like make her better, but like maybe she needs like the youth of the children to like make her better.
There's always like blood rituals with youth. Yeah.
You know, that part, I don't know. That's the only thing I can come up with for Gladys's motivation, is that she just wants basically like control. She's crazy. She's sick, and she needs kids to like help her, you know, feel better. Why does she want to kill Justine? She wants to kill Justine because Justine's being nosy.
Well,
that's why she wanted to kill Justine, because she took her. You remember that scene where she cut her hair in the car when she was asleep? Like, yeah, like she was knocking on the door, trying to see what's going on. She was asking questions to Alex, like, what's going on, what's wrong. So that's why she wants to kill Justine. So when she has Marcus kill Terry, it's like, I just, you know, use these people to do what I want. The parents, yes, they were just like in a trance, basically. Yes, they were in a trance.
Yeah, because she like rang the bell, and then Marcus like, like
they're basically like hypnotized.
Yeah, okay.
You know, to a certain extent.
Yeah, like the whole thing where they were like stabbing themselves with a fork, that was brutal, man.
Yeah. So they're in a trance, they're hypnotized by the person whose, you know, blood she puts on the stick entwines with their hair. Have you seen, it's not just similar to this movie, have you seen the movie Skeleton Key?
Yeah.
Like almost like that kind of situation. You know?
But that's like a body snatching.
Yeah,
movie.
but it's like this. It's like the same thing, but it's like
It's
like
definitely
the mind.
like blood curses and stuff.
Yeah, it's like the mind.
Yeah.
Same with the kids. The blood and stick is the killing curse. Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah, I don't know.
It is.
But
What is she doing this for? Because she wants to.
that's like, I don't know. There's not enough behind that, dude. I don't care about Gladys. I care about like Justine and Archer.
I don't know. And then like you have this story with Paul and his wife, and Paul gets sucked in.
Oh yeah, that was like so that was such a random kind of thing.
I don't know. Did the wife not go looking for? Well, she probably didn't care because he cheated on her.
She got back from like some
Scumbag.
kind of a trip or something.
Scumbag that Paul is for sleeping with Justine.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. This movie makes you question a lot of things on like why this is happening, and then the end is just brutal. It's just brutal.
There's not enough answers, man. That's the whole reason I didn't like that movie Together that much, because there's not enough answers.
But I feel like you have way more questions answered in Together than you do in this movie.
I mean,
like for instance, the scene with the kid, James, is that his name?
yeah.
James is in the tent, or he's running through the force of the tent, and he sees like Gladys off in the distance, like waving to him.
Yeah.
And it's like, is that? Oh, that's because he had already been to the house.
Yeah.
Okay, got that.
Because he was like digging around.
Yeah.
Looking for
stuff
stuff
to
to
steal.
sell. Yeah.
And then they both end up dying. Justine both ends up capping them.
Yeah.
It's just.
But I mean, they were cursed, man.
They were cursed, but
You
like.
couldn't get away from it unless you killed Gladys, and they couldn't wait until that happened.
But I will say, Alex, that little boy, smart cookie. He said, "Oh, I done seen way too much of what you do. I'm finna use that shit on you."
Oh, well, because she showed him at that dinner table. She literally showed him the entire curse.
He was about it though.
Yeah.
So I give him props for that. But then also, no one questioned why this little boy is coming to the store buying like 40 cans of soup every freaking day.
Yeah.
Like these people, feed your parents and then go to bed. But like, so are they just using the bathroom on themselves?
Yeah. And the people are in a trance enough to know that they still chew food when it's in their mouth. I don't know. You'd think they would just like dribble out.
I don't know. I like the fact that this is a different kind of thriller, different take on horror. I do. I respect it. But it just was a little strange.
Yeah.
It was a little strange.
Yeah. I think people are like sinking into like, oh, it's like an original film. Yeah, it is. And so is Barbarian, and so is Together. It doesn't mean that these movies are like that good. I'm sorry. But the ending sucks. Okay? This movie, the ending sucks. Okay? I'm sorry. I said it. It went from like literally like an hour and a half of like a thriller movie, and it's like voodoo and blood magic. You're like, whoa, what's happening? And then it became like kids chasing a grandma through the streets. I'm like, what am I watching? Why does Kids You Know sketch? Jeez, man. And then they're like ripping her apart. It zooms out. There's like her arms and legs ripped off. They're ripping her face out. I'm like, dude. And then they all stand up. They're like, oh, okay, I guess the curse is broken. But they don't even break from the curse. Like the kid's like, oh, some of them have begun to like resume their lives normally and stuff. But it's like, well, and then it ends.
It does.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
No, people really definitely praise this movie online, and I after like watching so many videos, and even like our good friends over at Duck's Take, Garrett, Blake talked about the movie, and I was like, oh, like it has to be good then, like it has to be good, but it's not that great. It's like I said, good take on something different, but I do feel like it was like maybe two movies mixed in one.
It was like, yeah, it was trying to do too many things.
It was trying to tell the story of everyone else without giving the story of Gladys.
Yeah. But now I'm already reading online that they're like already looking at a Gladys prequel.
Well, then I would appreciate that. Because then that would give more context, as to what was going on with Gladys.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have to like have a prequel to justify your current movie. Oh, there's not enough information in this movie. We gotta make a whole other movie. No, give us enough information in this movie to justify this movie existing. Oh, that people didn't understand that movie. I gotta make another movie. Make the first one better. Whatever. Okay, you know what? Rotten Tomato scores apparently my wife and I are completely wrong because Rotten Tomatoes scores. Critics score 94%, audience score 86%, certified fresh, certified hot, verified whatever. I don't care. I don't care, man. This movie answers no questions. This movie just introduces characters and things are happening, and Gladys is there with her makeup on, and she's like, oh, hey, oh, little doty old lady. And then I go to the dude's house, and then they're like, oh, you're clearly like dousing a stick with your blood and my hair on it, and I'm gonna like worry about getting you a rag instead of like rushing you and like stabbing you in the neck with a chainsaw. I don't know, man. Character decisions. This guy's like a therapist. This guy's like a counselor. And he's not thinking like, that's awkward. I'm just gonna stand here and be like, wait, just calm down, lady.
And I guess there was like no questions like, oh, Gladys, how did you even know where I live?
Yes.
I was running for the bus, missed my bus.
And I wound up here or something, yeah.
And I came here. And it's like, why would you come here? You know?
No.
So definitely some really strange actions going on in this movie. I will definitely watch it again. I like to give every movie its fair shot and watch it at least twice if I don't like it the first time, because maybe the second time I see something different, or I obviously view it differently. But
yeah,
for this time around, I get like a 7.5, 8. 7.5, 8. Yeah. The ending where stuff is a little bit gory, dude, it's gory.
Yeah,
this is just like smashing his partner's head in with his own head.
Yeah, and like Justina's like shaving dude's cheek with like a potato peeler, and it's like graphic, and it's
and
cool.
Then dude gets ran over by a car, and it shows like his smushed in head.
And his head explodes.
Parents are stabbing themselves in the face with forks. This trigger warning.
Graphic.
Trigger warning.
Yeah.
They're ripping Gladys apart. People get shot in their neck, in their head. So it's pretty graphic. People get stabbed in their face with needles or syringes. So if that's not your type of thing, don't watch this movie. Because like the last 40 minutes maybe.
The last half hour.
Starts to get pretty graphic.
Mm-hmm.
And I think maybe
when it gets to Alex's story at the end, it starts going off the rails. Yeah.
And I think that's why probably people do like it, because they're like, oh my god, this is slow. And then as soon as when it kicks in, it kicks in. You know, people, it's like an adrenaline rush in a movie. So
yeah.
I would be down to just see what some of the reviews say really quickly. Top critic says Weapon is the feel-bad, feel-good movie of the year, a rare horror masterpiece that leaps beyond its genre without abandoning its sick, sad heart.
Not a masterpiece.
Interesting.
By any means.
This is a smart, entertaining horror movie that will keep you guessing until the end and probably afterwards. That's true.
Yeah.
So, that is true.
It keeps you guessing, but it doesn't give you any answers.
A slow but well-acted, surprising mystery.
Okay.
Works best when the disappearance of the children remains a mystery, but still works with the third act revelation. Okay.
What revelation? There's no revelation. They're in the basement, then they kill her, and then it breaks the curse. There's no reason for why they're there. She needs something from their classroom to bring them to the house. She does the bell. She does like the little thing with the bowl, lights it on fire, it explodes, and she rings the bell, and they all come to the house. And they stay there. And then she like makes them leave when the cops are coming, and then like brings them back.
Yeah.
Where do they go? What happens? What's the point? The more I think about this movie, the lower my score is going to get.
That was the critics. So for audience, Alex W. Shout out to Alex W. Don't know who you are. One of the best horror movies I've seen. It was okay. Marlene says, it was okay. I wouldn't consider it a horror movie. The best parts were included in the trailer. Not worth spending the money to go see.
Okay.
She gave it 2 out of 5 stars.
Okay.
Chris, original and well directed and written. Katie, got weird in a fun way. Just wasn't vibing with most of the characters.
Okay. Yeah, I can probably see.
Someone said, oh yeah, this one was everything to me. Was a good premise. Acting was great. Was hoping for more answers in the ending. So, I mean, if you watch it just as a movie, you're not one who really wants to question what's going on, but you just enjoy horror and thriller, then yeah, it could be a good movie for you. But if you're a person who's going to sit back and question, like us, every little freaking scene as the intention of why they made these scenes, then you're going to have a lot of thoughts about it. And for anyone who wants to come at me for like my opinions, I took a film study class in college and I passed it. So I can study films, just so you guys know, about 14 years ago.
Do we recommend this movie? Do we say go spend your money on it? I say don't spend your money on it.
I say, what is this? We're in August, September. I anticipate this movie probably coming to your homes by October for Halloween. If you want to spend $20 on it for like you guys have like some friends over and like make like a horror movie night and throw it on, I would say do that.
$20 on streaming or something?
Yeah, I would say do that. I would not really say go see it in theater unless you want to see like every visual aspect. But also, if you don't like gore, don't go see it in a theater because it's going to be in your face.
Yeah, that's true.
Just depends on who you are as a person. Yeah, I would say wait till it comes out at home. What do you say?
Yeah, I would say wait until it's like cheap or free at home. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I personally won't recommend this in theaters.
Pause. And then what's her name? Justine goes into the classroom to talk to Alex, doesn't notice that right behind him all the tags are gone. Yeah. All the tags are gone. And she's looking in that dead direction. You don't notice?
That it's your classroom and there's all the name tags missing from their bins?
Yeah.
I noticed that too.
Who's watching the kids in the gym when you were with them? Yeah. You left the kids in the gym to go follow Alex?
Yeah.
You know, hey. There's another movie. I'm going to look it up. If I can find it, and I'll send it to you before you edit this. But there's another movie where it's like almost like the same scene of where the people are just like the mom and the dad are just sitting in front of the TV and they're stuck. But I don't know which movie that is. I can't remember it right now. But it's not Poltergeist. No, it's not Poltergeist. Mm-hmm. Different movie. When I find it, we'll put it up there. That scene was very reminiscent to me of that movie as soon as I remember what it's called. Okay.
All right, so I mean that is probably going to wrap it up for weapons. You know, middle of the road scores, not awful scores, but just not the best scores.
Yeah.
C on the test, 78% on the test. You know, but yeah, I definitely thought that was funny where she didn't even notice the things were missing from their names, which is hilarious. But do you have any like final other thoughts? Final thoughts.
No, I mean, she was an alcoholic.
Was she always an alcoholic, or was she doing that because she's like being chastised as this person?
I think she just started. We don't know. I said like she had got in trouble a year prior or something for like a DUI.
Oh yeah.
Or something like that.
And then messing around with another staff member or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Yeah, DUIs. Yeah. And that's kind of like all their character development.
Yeah.
You know, like. Hey, you know, people want to love this movie, go ahead. You know, you don't love this movie, go ahead. Yeah. We're here for it all, man.
Yeah.
We support you guys, whatever you want to do. Okay? Yeah. So, a question of the day that I thought of is, what is one horror movie that was disappointing despite being completely overhyped, or just a completely overhyped horror movie, or an overrated horror movie?
I'm going to say It Follows.
It Follows? I thought it was weird, but...
People like that movie.
Yeah. Yeah, people do like that movie. It's kind of...
Because it's like a different take on like horror. Like it's an STD horror thing. But it was strange. Definitely makes you scared to be intimate. But that was a little overhyped, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to say the original Blair Witch Project because, it's just an hour and a half or whatever of shaky cam.
And snot.
Barely anything happens. At the very end, you see like the big creatures and whatnot, but it's like you got to do all that for that. I mean, it was a very cool concept. It was like one of the first of its kind. Yeah. You know, and it's paved the way for all of these other movies. But I think that's one of the reasons why it became overhyped. You know, I don't know. Maybe
I will also say Incantation.
Yeah, Incantation had like 2 scary scenes.
Yeah.
You know, and we always think that like the Thai movies and like the kind of like films from Asia, you know, they're always supposed to be extra ghostly.
Yeah.
But it had like 2 scary scenes.
Yeah. So, what about you?
Yeah. What about you guys? What's the most overrated, overhyped horror movie ever? Let us know in the comments. As always, thank you so much for nerding out with us here at the Nerd Lounge 2.0. My name is Austin. This is Ray. She's awesome. She's really cool. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button to watch all of our full-length episodes on YouTube, and go ahead and follow us on TikTok and Instagram to see all of our little clippies. As always, stay nerdy.
Bye.